Good day from Glenwood Lutheran Church. My name is Pastor Mark Manning, and I come to you with a message based today on an upcoming scripture reading for this coming Sunday from the Old Testament book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. At that time, Michael, the great prince, the protector of your people, shall arise. I want to talk to you a little bit today about this figure from the Old Testament and New Testament, Michael, the prince, the great prince of heavenly beings and angels. And as we talk about this, I want you to know that I'm saying more than we generally speak about, talk about in our church. But if you go online and you start looking up Michael, the angel, the great prince Michael, you'll find lots and lots more that I'm talking about. Let me give you just a quick overview. The angel Michael, the great prince, is found in our Bible, directly mentioned in several places in the Old Testament book of Daniel. It's an apocalyptic book written for people who were undergoing great persecution in their faith. And then also there are references to the angel Michael doing battle with the devil or with Satan rather, in Revelation, again, another book which is written with the perspective of an apocalyptic time where believers are being persecuted. And then there's one brief mention in the letter of Jude. Now, there are other places in the Bible where a chief angel is referenced, but there's no name attached to it, and often people will just assume that this is the case, that this is in fact Michael. Doesn't necessarily say it is, but it doesn't necessarily say that it isn't either. Who's Michael? Michael is the chief of the angels in many people's thoughts, the guardian, the chief guardian of Israel in the book of Daniel, the prince of the house of Yahweh. And when it says house of the hosts of Yahweh, I should say, it means that he is an angel. Now I say he, I assign a gender to him, but that this angel is over the other lesser angels, hosts of angels. And what he does is he leads the angels in spiritual warfare against, between good and evil. And often in artwork, then there is an angel Gabriel, but the angel Michael is pictured very commonly with three things. Okay, a sword, and a banner or scales. A banner would be carried into battle so everybody knew where their particular platoon or regiment or bunch was. Their leader would be found there. Scales, meaning that Michael would come to bring justice to all who were persecuting the believers. And then finally, often, to depict what Michael was doing, he would be slaying a dragon, which the dragon was a stand-in for Satan, but also was also in many ways reminiscent of course, the snake in the garden. There's sort of this, but in Revelations is very clearly a dragon, and so when you see this picture of a dragon and the sword be fighting off this dragon, it really is a direct reference to Revelations. In the church, in the Christian church, Catholic Church, September 29th is the celebration, is the feast day for St. Michael. It's called literally Michaelmas. We have Christmas, Christ Mass. This is Michaelmas Day, September 29th. And very interesting also, Michael is mentioned in other religious systems as well. Of course, Judaism holds up Michael to be a protector of Israel. Islam in the Quran speaks of Michael. as a great being, great angel. And also, interestingly, the Baha'i faith also mentions Michael as an angel of God. Well, if you go online and you look up in Wikipedia about, you're going to find all sorts, way more than I can begin to speak to you about today. You might find it interesting. It's quite, with some people, quite important. The most important thing for us to remember is that Michael is not a stand-in for all of our warrior tendencies or all of our desire for power. Jesus Christ has defeated evil, defeated Satan, defeated death, not by the show of power with a sword, but by his death on the cross. We always need to remember that so that we don't get caught up into a sort of victorious warrior mentality. Rather, we need to adopt the servant mentality of Christ on the cross.